Hey, welcome to a new tutorial video. So we've got a major update for Aimogen today, and it is getting a major new feature that you guys were asking for a long time. And let me show you this in the history and logs. This is a new tab that it was named persistent chat logs before, and I changed the name of this tab to history and logs to better reflect the new features, because you were able to set persistent logging until now in the chatbot, and the persistent logging only reloaded the last messages of the user. However, you will be able to set remember multiple conversations and allow switching between them. So this is a ChatGPT like feature which will allow the chatbot to remember multiple conversations from the same user and actually allow the user to switch between them, to load conversations, and so on. So for this, I set in the AI chatbot menu history and logs and remember chat conversations to remember multiple conversations and allow switching between them. And here you will see that I got a new little button here in the chat input, and we got a start new chat button. So let's not use this yet. Let's start chatting with the chatbot. Let's say hello. And before we continue, could you provide me your name and your email address? Yes, my name is Sabe. Email is this one. Okay, so we can continue like this. Thank you. How can I assist you today? So this was our first conversation. So as you can see, after we started our first conversation, we got the first words here. So hello and hello from the chatbot added here as a conversation. So if the user click this, then this conversation will load up. We will also be able to start a new conversation, and let's ask the chatbot now, what is the weather outside? The chatbot is currently configured to always ask for contact, email, and name. This is why you see this part appearing. And but now let's focus on this part, so we can actually load the previous conversation simply by clicking this chat icon and clicking hello, and our previous conversation is loaded. We can also go back to the weather outside conversation, and here it is. So let's say I want to continue the conversation for this one. So how is the weather in London? So we can ask the chatbot this question, and let's go back now to the weather. How is the weather, in Paris? So it is not providing any info yet because I did not enter my name and email address, because yeah, it is configured to always ask for a name and email address. And we can switch between conversations, as you see, and we can load up older conversations and continue them, or we can start a new chat. And here it is, a blank chat is appearing, and we can say hi once again, and the hi was loaded. And keep in mind, if the users go away and come back to the same page, they will be able to see the older conversations, which can also be deleted by them, and they can continue any other conversations that they had. And keep in mind, this is working only for the current chatbot, so conversations will be shown only for the current chatbot. If you have multiple chatbots with different shortcodes added, they will have different conversations logs even for the same user. So the same user can have different conversation logs for different chatbots provided by Aimogen. Also, if we go, for example, to the front end of our site, and let me move myself out of the way here. We can see that we have this global chatbot, and it does not have the chatbot log conversations. We can ask the chatbot some questions, and you can see that the front end chatbot is having a different set of messages than our backend chatbot, because this is another chatbot. It has another set of messages even if I'm logged in with the same user account. Okay, so you can configure the chat messages to be also for not logged in users. So if you set this to on, not logged in users will also be tracked. So if you go to an incognito window, not logged in users will also have the persistent chat feature enabled. So you can disable this and leave this feature only for logged in users if you set this to off. Okay, so you can also set the expiration time for not logged in users, because not logged in users can have an expiration time for their logs, and you can set this to an amount of seconds, and after this the not logged in users will not be able to see their previous conversations anymore. And you can set also a maximum stored conversation count for logged in users and for not logged in users. So you can set a maximum number of stored conversations for both categories here. Also, the nice part is that you can view and download or delete these conversations manually here in the conversation manager. You can download them, and the plugin will download a JSON file with all the conversation data, which can be decoded on your side, or you can view conversations and the last conversation will be loaded here in the plugin settings. Okay, so as you can see, this feature is really nice, and you can allow users to load conversations, to continue older conversations, or to start a new conversation with the chatbot. And yeah, it is really useful for improving the chatbot's feature set. So let me know if you find this feature useful in the comments of this video. Let me know if you have more ideas, suggestions, anything is welcome. Like, share, subscribe, it's really appreciated. Thank you for watching until the end. Have a nice day. Aimogen is linked in this video's description. Bye bye.